The return of Sasha, a new chapter in General Hospital's most haunted love story? As Port Charles weathers yet another emotional storm, the sudden departure of Sasha has sent shockwaves through the community, both within the fictional town and across its loyal viewer base. But in soap operas, exits rarely mean endings. Often, they signal reinvention. And Sasha's emotional farewell feels less like a goodbye and more like the spark of a coming transformation. Though Sophia Mattsson has bid the role farewell, for now, there are swirling rumors and layered plot threads suggesting that Sasha's story is far from over. In fact, the stage may be set for an even more compelling version of the character to emerge, possibly portrayed by a new face, wrapped in deeper secrets, and poised for both redemption and revenge. In her final moments on screen, Sasha was not merely stepping away. She was walking into a mystery, her motivations clouded by trauma and a fierce maternal instinct. Her choice to leave came on the heels of a chilling incident. Her child, Daisy, disappeared momentarily, only to be discovered unharmed but unsettled. The terror etched into Sasha's expression hinted at something more sinister than a simple prank. She knew, deep down, that someone was watching her, manipulating her, and that Port Charles might no longer be a safe place, not for her and certainly not for Daisy. This wasn't just a scared mother fleeing danger. This was a woman retreating strategically, maybe even temporarily, in order to prepare for war. Those who watched closely recognized the real tension simmering beneath the surface: Sasha's growing conflict with Willow. Their history is laced with betrayals, misunderstandings, and painful intersections, many of which revolve around Michael and the ever-shifting custody of their respective children. While both women suffered tremendous losses, the emotional toll seemed to drive them in opposite directions. Willow, drawn closer to Drew, found herself lured into a spiral of deception that alienated her from Michael. Sasha, on the other hand, was desperately trying to keep her daughter safe and reclaim the emotional foundation she once had. The departure of one may mark the brewing of a reckoning between them, especially as both women come to terms with the past, and who may have truly caused their suffering. What complicates the narrative further is the unresolved romantic thread between Sasha and Michael. Though their connection frayed during Sasha's mental health crisis and subsequent heartbreak, there remained a flicker of unfinished chemistry between them. Sasha's quiet strength and resilience never went unnoticed by Michael, and while Willow was the woman he ultimately married, it was Sasha who endured loss with a kind of nobility that haunted him. Her ability to love through grief, even when broken, made her unforgettable. And now that Willow's alliance with Drew is set to unravel, once the truth about his deception is revealed, Michael may find himself looking at his past with new clarity. Willow, who once claimed moral superiority, may be exposed as the one who destroyed the family she sought to protect. And Sasha, the woman cast aside, might return as the moral compass. This possibility seems even more inevitable given the timing of Willow's unraveling. Rumors suggest that Liesl, ever observant and manipulative, may have uncovered something damning about Willow during the July 18 performance. Liesl's fixation on facial expressions and tone is no exaggeration. She has unmasked liars with less evidence. The moment she noted Willow's forced smile, her interest intensified. Could she have unearthed a hidden alliance between Willow and Drew? Did she see through the carefully constructed illusion of Willow's innocence? If so, the scales may tip back in Sasha's favor, and with Liesel's loyalty potentially shifting, Sasha could return not alone, but with powerful allies behind her. Adding intrigue to this already volatile equation is the idea of recasting. With Sophia Mattsson's exit confirmed, the question remains whether GH is simply shelving Sasha or planning to reintegrate the character under a new actress. In the soap world, such shifts are rarely about convenience, they're about narrative opportunity. A new face can signify a new phase in a character's journey, the transformation of the damaged into the determined, of the grieving into the vengeful. If Sasha returns not just as a protective mother but as a woman with an agenda, one sharpened by betrayal, loss, and revelation, then the recast will serve a deeper purpose. It won't be about replacement. It will be about evolution. In this new chapter, Sasha could reclaim her agency. No longer a victim of mental health crises and manipulative partners, she could emerge as a mother willing to go to extremes for her daughter, a woman poised to confront Willow not with bitterness, but with power. And if Michael finds himself torn once again between two women, one who betrayed him and one who stood alone to protect their child, the emotional stakes will soar. But there's one more twist that fans are whispering about, a possibility that would explode the entire narrative: Sasha's paternity. For years, her roots have remained murky, her connection to Port Charles forged more through relationships than lineage. Yet recent scenes between her and Robert Scorpio have raised suspicions. There was a warmth there, a strange familiarity. Could Sasha be Robert's long-lost daughter? If so, her absence may be part of a larger plan, an effort by Robert to protect her from the chaos of WSB secrets and corrupt institutions. And if her return coincides with a Scorpio family revelation, the ripple effects could be enormous. It would place her in direct conflict with some of the city's most powerful figures, but also give her the kind of heritage that would anchor her more deeply into the show's core. The prospect of a Sasha reboot also touches on broader structural challenges the show faces with Michael Corinthos. His family ties make it notoriously difficult to find romantic pairings for him without treading into uncomfortable territory. Sasha was a rare exception. Their relationship was sincere, layered, and unencumbered by complicated family entanglements. A revival of their romance wouldn't just serve fan nostalgia, it would be a smart narrative decision, allowing Michael to explore fatherhood and forgiveness with someone whose pain mirrored his own. In her final interview, Sophia Mattson didn't confirm a return, but she did hint at possibilities, expressing her support for Sasha and Michael's romance and a belief in unfinished stories. It wasn't a farewell. It was a breadcrumb trail. If Sasha returns, either with Mattson reprising the role down the line or with a fresh face ready to reignite old conflicts, the impact will be immediate. The triangle between her, Willow, and Michael will explode, custody battles may resume, and buried truths, about Drew, about Daisy, and perhaps even about Sasha herself, will rise to the surface. In Port Charles, the past never stays buried. And Sasha's story, once thought to be closing, might just be preparing for its most dramatic chapter yet. One thing is certain: the Sasha who left is not the Sasha who may return. And for those who wronged her, Willow, Drew, and even those who stood by in silence, the reckoning will be unforgettable. General Hospital isn't losing a character. It may be building a storm.